Ethnic cleansing is the systematic forced removal or extermination of ethnic, racial and/or religious groups from a given area, often with the intent of making a region ethnically homogeneous. Along with direct removal, it also includes indirect methods aimed at coercing the victim group to flee and preventing its return, such as murder, rape, and property destruction. Although the term ethnic cleansing has no legal definition under international criminal law, it constitutes a crime against humanity and may also fall under the Genocide Convention. Ethnic cleansing is usually accompanied by efforts to remove physical and cultural evidence of a targeted group in the territory through the destruction of homes, social centers, farms, and infrastructure, as well as through the desecration of monuments, cemeteries, and places of worship. Although many instances of ethnic cleansing have occurred throughout history, the term was first used by the perpetrators as a euphemism during the Yugoslav wars in the 1990s. Since then it has gained widespread acceptance due to journalism and the media's heightened use of the term in its generic meaning. An antecedent to the term is the Greek word anthropodismos. The French and the Germans. A 1913 Carnegie Endowment report condemning the actions of all participants in the Balkan Wars contained various new terms to describe brutalities committed toward ethnic groups. During World War II, the euphemism Sasinje Terena border zone in the Belarusian and Ukrainian SSRs. This process was repeated on an even larger scale in 1939-41, involving many other groups suspected of disloyalty towards the Soviet Union. During the Holocaust, Nazi Germany pursued a policy of ensuring that Europe was cleansed of Jews. In its complete form, the term appeared for the first time in the Romanian language in an address by Vice Prime Minister Mihai Antonescu to cabinet members in July 1941. After the beginning of the invasion of the USSR, he concluded, "I do not know when the Romanians will have such chance for ethnic cleansing." In the 1980s, the Soviets used the term ethnic cleansing to describe the inter-ethnic violence in Nagorno-Karabakh. At around the same time, the Yugoslav media used it to describe what they alleged was an Albanian nationalist plot to force all Serbs to leave Kosovo. It was widely popularized by the Western media during the Bosnian War. The first recorded mention of its use in the Western media can be traced back to an article in the New York Times dated the 15th of April 1992. In a quote by an anonymous Western diplomat, synonyms include ethnic purification. The final report of the Commission of Experts established pursuant to Security Council Resolution 780 defined ethnic cleansing as a purposeful policy designed by one ethnic or religious group to remove by violent and terror-inspiring means the civilian population of another ethnic or religious group from certain geographic areas. In its previous, first interim report it noted, based on the many reports describing the policy and practices conducted in the former Yugoslavia, ethnic cleansing has been carried out by means of murder, torture, arbitrary arrest and detention, extrajudicial executions, rape and sexual assaults, confinement of civilian population in ghetto areas, forcible removal, displacement and deportation of civilian population, deliberate military attacks or threats of attacks on civilians and civilian areas, and wanton destruction of property. Those practices constitute crimes against humanity and can be assimilated to specific war crimes. Furthermore, such acts could also fall within the meaning of the Genocide Convention. The official United Nations definition of ethnic cleansing is rendering an area ethnically homogeneous by using force or intimidation to remove from a given area persons of another ethnic or religious group. As a category, ethnic cleansing encompasses a continuum or spectrum of policies. In the words of Andrew Bell-Fiorkov, THNIC cleansing defies easy definition. At one end it is virtually indistinguishable from forced emigration and population exchange, while at the other it merges with deportation and genocide. At the most general level, however, ethnic cleansing can be understood as the expulsion of a population from a given territory. Terry Martin has defined ethnic cleansing as the forcible removal of an ethnically defined population from a given territory, and as occupying the central part of a continuum between genocide on one end and non-violent pressured ethnic immigration on the other end. In reviewing the International Court of Justice Bosnian genocide case in the judgment of Georgic v. Germany on July 12, 2007, the European Court of Human Rights quoted from the ICJ ruling on the Bosnian genocide case to draw a distinction between ethnic cleansing and genocide. The term ethnic cleansing has frequently been employed to refer to the events in Bosnia and Herzegovina.